Greetings, housemates, and welcome back. I'm Phwop, and this is Let's Play XCOM 2 Iron Man. We are on Operation Poison Tongue, our first Advent Retaliation. And our Sergeant Ranger got pretty beat up, but we've got some powerful troops ready to go. We got 3 sergeants and a squaddie. We're going to keep pushing hard to get really high level troops so that we can afford squad size 2, maybe? I don't know. The sooner we can get squad size, we qualify for squad size 1, but we don't have the supplies to afford it just yet. So there's that. Okay, we do have that. Here's our medikit, and here's our smoke grenade. These missions are so brutal. Last time I played one of these, we got really torn up by the Faceless at the end, of which there were 2, but that was on Legend difficulty. And that... That cost us a lot of resources, as we had to spend a ton of time back at camp, like, healing up, basically. So, you really have to tear through these maps pretty fast, which means heavy ambushes. We have 2 grenadiers, which should help. We're going to have no sniper coverage. The medikits are a big need. And the Faceless, the only thing I know about revealing the Faceless is that you don't want to be with them if they reveal on their turn. You don't want to be near them. So it's really important. My go-to tactic right now, if you don't have a battle scanner, I don't know if you need some serious battle scanners. We don't even have access to them. But my go-to tactic is to move someone. Oh. You should bring someone with an SMG for that added mobility so that you can move next to them and then away. Maybe not. It does seem to start you with a nice vantage point. Fairly often, I seem to start like out on high ground in these maps. But that could be just a feature of where they place you. They seem to really tuck you away in the corner of the map, as you can see here. So we know we've got to get a move on. The aliens do tend to give away their locations. The Faceless I have yet to see them appear in the first couple enemies, but... Okay, let's think about this. I really don't want to risk any of my people, but the one you really need to be save is you need aid protocol if you accidentally trigger a Faceless to protect the one person they're going to attack, if they're going to hit one person. Unfortunately, the Faceless are really, their swipes are brutal. They destroy all sorts of terrain.
Sono in movimento.
So you have to be... Okay. It's really not bad to encounter these guys right here. We have height advantage, and we can use grenades. And we are totally using grenades. Okay, he doesn't have any targets right now. They would get a good angle here, remember, if they were shooting. What we really want... Tell me what we really want. Okay, we have to move deeper into the map. We plan on using explosives galore. Hopefully there are no civilians there. I think we'd actually be able to see them. Yeah. She's in a safer position. Better cover against these guys. Was that actually enough damage to kill it? It didn't look like it, but it did die. So that's fine. Okay, this guy's exposed. We're super close, and this is our squatty, so someone we want to stack kills on if possible. And this will allow us to maneuver more with our characters in the back, which will promote us getting into the map faster. So if you need to move into the map better, then what you really need to do... Snipers...
The Resistance managed to recover and restore a handful of these mobile communications jammers over the years.
Huh.
With a few makeshift repairs, these things have proven invaluable to the Resistance effort.
So was it bad that I blew up the truck it was on? Just in case it'll somehow help, we will stick to the high ground. But yeah, if you need to move quickly, which you often do in XCOM 2, then it is significantly better to fight with your forward people and move up your back people to keep the squad together and concentrate your firepower. So we see enemies there. I think one of the tricks of these maps is to activate alien pods so that they're firing on you instead of other things. And it might even be worth it to run people out and aid protocol them. To play dangerously, that is.
Roger. Mi muovo.
There's going to be a dash there no matter what she did. So I figure best to...
What's over there?
I wouldn't be surprised if they put some logic in so it's never the first couple people that are faceless, but I wouldn't count on it really. Remember how mobile the enemy are and how aggressive. You can stick to high ground for quite a while, especially with the sharpshooter. Now if we move here, our position, we won't be able to fire on this part of the screen, which I really don't appreciate. So I wouldn't almost prefer to move here. Yeah, we're gonna move here for the better visibility. Hopefully the enemy, it'll be equivalent to low cover as long as they're not flanking us. And we have these two guys to make sure that no one's flanking us.
Affirmative, covering now.
Okay, we see the shot. They've got to be somewhere around here. Probably a sectoid. Since they give away the enemy squad positions. Okay, let's move her up. She's got plenty of grenades.
Okay, I'll go. I guess that'll be okay.
They really need to make contact with this pod so they stop murdering civilians. Looks like it's not to be. I think we could probably get back. We can probably get onto that high ground
It's worth it.
after here. Check out the movement. No, we can't. So we're gonna move right here.
Tengo pronta.
All right, we've got long watch. We are in a good position
Got something over here.
with our sniper, so that was the right call to make. Now there are like civilians all around our squad.
We're losing civilians left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
We seriously do need to trigger. So I suggest being very careful about where you let civilians
It is clear.
remain.
I gotcha. You're safe.
Okay, so we are in a nice clear of civilian zone. Let's keep it that way. Okay, this character has a blast padding,
I'm trusting you
so
here.
we'll put them in the light cover.
Advent forces sighted.
Okay, that civilian ran. I don't know if that's an that might be the kind of indicator that shows you if they're a civilian or not. Okay, we got one action. Okay, we do not have to expose ourselves to counterfire by this group. We can just hide behind this car,
Regalino per te.
and they can enjoy our grenade. Know that grenade environmental damage huh? Okay, the stun lancer has to go. And now we can take freebie shots at this guy. He's probably going to try and resurrect someone. If we are to kill him, and he just so happens, our chance of killing him from here is super low. Okay. We could suppress him. That will cost us 2 of our ammo. The reason I would like to do this is it will really encourage him to use his mental powers. And it will let us have our turn back. If there aren't that many enemies on the... We could trigger the Faceless, and we'd like to do so safely. And we're in a really good spot, so we probably want to stay here.
Sit down.
So it'll encourage him to stay still, not move. This attack is very unlikely to kill. Or we could move up to a better position. Let's move up so that if we use aid protocol, we're in a good spot. Note that I believe the Faceless's swing... Ooh.
Advent troops here.
Okay, glad we moved up. Also glad we have a lot of grenades. Oh, he totally moved. But it didn't count? Oh, for... I feel like that was... well, I feel like that was cheating. Okay, 3 pods. All of our missions so far have had 3 pods. Of course, it's easy for us to shoot our own dude. Which means that probably when we finish these off, there's going to be a call-in, maybe something worse. Okay, that's Stun Lancer. Obviously can do terrible things to us. We need this dead, however.
Happy now?
Okay, mind control lost. What we don't want is to group up, lest the Faceless wreck us all. Okay, maybe we can do some damage to that cover. I could have moved much farther forwards, but that puts me awfully close to those civilians, which I am a little concerned about. Okay, what we want to do is take this guy out if possible. Good job. And then we want to reload and suppress.
Ready to go. Roger that. Suppressing hostile.
Once again, we're suppressing because for one, he can target civilians and shit, and there's a good chance he'll miss if we suppress. I'm gonna guess this one's not a Faceless. She ran from the enemy, and he fired on her. Maybe that one is a Faceless. He's giving orders here. Okay, so suppression is gonna completely control this guy. He's only got his attacks to go on. Now it's time to think Faceless. Also, no one died in the background, so I'm guessing this guy is the only enemy. We want to get away from civilians, or we want to rescue them. This poor civilian better move. I don't think we can save her. This one, if it turns into a Faceless, might not be close enough to attack me. Since we inched over, we can now get safely behind this cover, which is pleasant. Wish we had holo targeting, then our suppression would just set this guy up. Remember, there is no time limit. I want to, personally, have my sniper reloaded before I have to worry about Faceless. So we're just going to take pot shots and keep this guy suppressed. No time limit, no problem. He's pretty worthless when suppressed. Minus 50 aim. We definitely want to keep the Overwatch on, so he really doesn't want to move.
Back in. Suppressing fire on target.
So he makes a run for it. which means he's probably going to die because we got a lot of Overwatch. Our suppression over reaction fire hits for 5, which is putting him dangerously low. And unfortunately, our sniper is not uploaded.
There you go. I've got something.
Thankfully, we have a little bit of Overwatch. Unfortunately, our sniper is out of ammo. We were trying to hold off this by keeping that officer alive.
I'm guessing this is it.
Because once all the other enemies are dead, the Faceless do reveal themselves.
We had some means of containment.
Don't even think about it.
Apparently, Overwatch for this turn is non-cinematic, but this thing's health isn't too intimidating. It's only got 10 health, and it's not quite close enough. Ugh. Okay, we really shouldn't have a problem taking this out. I do love that call out. Is so creepy. Okay, first things first, I would like to
Sto muovendo.
stat kills on our rookie, and she's out of grenades, which makes her a less useful. Yeah, put it down.
Bersaglio neutralizzato.
Is that it?
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO
We
is
make it look
clear.
easy.
Status
The
confirmed.
Sergeant's raw stats probably helped quite a bit. Also the fact that it's not... Legend difficulty is just so brutal. Well, you do need most under fire. The enemy never attacked us. Well, you do need... you basically, I think, to play Legend, you need to know exactly what everything in the game does. And at that point, it becomes possible, but you just don't have the slack to explore or make any suboptimal moves. Oh, hey, wow, chat filled up. Everyone's Nicolas Cage in my mod. Richard, I want you to know that I did add you into the character pool. Friendly, do you want into the character pool? Are you there? I can't actually see when people made these chats.
Executed to the highest standards. Excellent work, Commander.
And of course, we take another step towards whatever the rank after Sergeant is. Note that kills must not factor in too heavily. And let's see what Vulture got us. Hair trigger and an expanded magazine. We do get an extra one. Yep, officer corpses, we keep collecting those. Really a low number of enemies.
You and your crew
The-
have dealt another serious blow to the aliens' efforts
Yeah.
today, Commander. Impressive work.
Okay, so monthly supply rewards across Asia. I believe it's 10. It's 10 on Legend. I think it's 12 for your non-primary one, or not where it happened. And then it's 21, which is quite a bit in the primary one. So let's take a look. Yeah, we do. Okay, we're looking. Okay. So I believe we got... Yeah, we got +6 in each of these territories and +21 back at Resistance HQ, even though it happened in West Asia. There are some things to pick up. We've got this lame supply drop. We've got this awesome supply drop. And we've got rookies. If I recall... Am I training? Good. I am training. I've only got one engineer. They're clearing machinery. Advanced Warfare Center is on the way. Mag weapons. We definitely need supplies for the mag weapons. We want to make as many contacts as we can before the end of the month to increase our income, of course. but we need to increase our ability to create contacts. For that, we're going to want, unfortunately, our comm center is going to be here. We need more engineers, and we need supplies. Unfortunately, we could, if we had excess supplies, we could trade them for more engineers. I am looking into dual streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube. Someone asked about Twitch stream software multi-platform, which doesn't allow that. Apparently XSplit does. So I'll look into that. I'm going to talk it over with the rest of Bleak House. That is, of course, the brand and community to which me and Lily belong. And you should totally check out his channel. I think the Vampire the Masquerade, though it's an old game, he's got it modded up, and it is an incredibly good game with really deep plot lines. And I think how he narrates it is both hilarious and incredibly entertaining. But yeah, we're going to talk over that this evening, actually. Now, we've got 21 days till our supply drop. We're probably going to need supplies. I don't think we need rookies just yet because we've done so well with not getting injured. But the rookies pickup is kind of high on my list. However, we need a bunch of supplies before the mag weapons pick up. The nice thing about this supply drop is you do pick up, every day you're there, you pick up more. Which is... I know. We just want to save supplies for mag weapons. More supplies over here.
Avenger plotting new
I remember that the missions that pop up sporadically don't actually work against the amount of time you have before a supply drop, so you can definitely make contact
strategic resource located
towards the end of the month. Okay. 257 supplies. We could go back. We kind of need to buy an engineer. Oh, there is that hunter UFO coming after us. We don't really have anything else to... Oh, yeah, we can make contact here.
course for East Asia.
Gotta watch out for this hunter UFO. Although a base defense wouldn't be the worst. They are kind of brutal.
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
But yeah, we are looking into going into Twitch. YouTube is just where I started off, where I'm best known. And the quality level that you can achieve on YouTube is a bit higher.
Hello, Commander.
So wait, I changed hotkeys. So I hotkeyed the armory and engineering to my mouse buttons while I'm in the Avenger, and I find it really, really useful for getting around. Okay, so let's actually look at... So we've now got 2 Grenadiers and 2 Specialists. It's time for, I think, a Ranger and a Sharpshooter. Rangers, I believe, tend to get injured a lot. We are really interested in this leader training. But we're going to need more supplies for that. Note, of course, that all these, it's easy to overlook the fact that every one of these facilities costs you in monthly income. It just reduces the amount of income that gets dropped. But yeah, that's something that you definitely want to keep track of. Once we see how much the mag weapons are, we'll pick up another engineer if we can afford it, and we would love to afford it. Or maybe we'll get an engineer now. Intel. Okay, we really can't afford to be choked off in supplies. Recruits isn't our biggest problem, and we do have lots of intel. Now, getting a ton of intel and then trading it at the black market, which will pop up soon, is a pretty good idea, because you can get some really, really good stuff there. Also, this is a hack mission. This is a recover item. And the time limit on hacking is a bit easier because you can bring a specialist, and a specialist can hack from a distance this objective, whereas I believe recovering the item, you have to point blank get to the item, which could make a one-turn difference in the missions. And on the standard commander timer, that's a problem. I think what I figured out is that the true concealment mod I think commander timers are reduced by 1. And unfortunately, the true concealment mod actually sets commander timers higher than they were. And of course, you get the bonus of true concealment. So unfortunately, I feel like the timers I have are kind of screwed. In this case, this is an easy mission. It would be a good time to start spreading some XP around. So we have a grenadier, a specialist. We're going to bring our sharpshooter. They're also not as likely to get injured. We definitely want these two. I don't think I want to bring a rookie, so we're just going to bring these. We don't have aid protocol. Do I want to bring a med kit? Yeah, we're gonna bring a med kit on our sniper. Sniper is, of course, my preferred support item. We're gonna keep grenades on everyone else. Well, we're gonna have 4 grenades for the whole squad, so let's instead bring a smoke grenade. That can make our specialist, our defensive. Didn't I tell everyone none of these glasses? Slap it off your face. We're not gonna use any weapon mods. Apparently you can't smoke until you're a sergeant. Did I miss something? Whoa. Can we? Okay. Can you put as many mods on every weapon as possible now? That's a change. I believe that's an official update because I certainly didn't install any new patches. All right, let's go. I like a lot the fact that the game randomizes everyone's armor a little bit, so I don't have to do it. I do like having customized soldiers, but I play a lot of games. I stream a lot. I spend a lot of time working on upgrading my systems, so the time I have to customize is rather short.
But as far as we can tell, the data is critical to the aliens' latest operation. We're moving in to recover what we can.
Oh, look at this. If a wounded soldier becomes shaken, they can recover by killing an enemy and remaining unhurt on the next mission. So you have to be undamaged at all, at least according to this tooltip. That's way more specific than anything it actually tells you. They might have eased up on that. I wouldn't be surprised if that particular balance factor has changed. Ooh, I still didn't purchase squad size increase. That's probably what I should have done immediately with the supplies I picked up. Okay. We drop down in a graveyard, which is kind of cool. Yeah, note that on Commander, I believe the standard timer is actually 8. I do wish the mod creator had not caved to pressure and left the timers as high as they were with his True Concealment mod. But, you know. So the heart of our squad is actually our defensive powerhouse here, our smoke grenade aid protocol.
Okay.
Because we have 2 grenadiers, there it makes where we can launch grenades very flexible. And while I do like the idea of True Concealment, unfortunately, the balance is a bit off, and I think it's making my game a little easy. Okay, this roof looks fine. We need to get in here. I would love to have my specialist up here, because I think we can hack through the window if we blow up this room. I did see a civilian in there. We don't want to kill that civilian, however. Though apparently there does not seem to be a penalty for killing civilians. I can't wait for that to be a mod. Our sniper also wants to move on this house. So let's see if we can... We're going to move out here, wide to the left, to scout any enemies out there. And we're going to move up here.
Running.
Okay, remember, while we're concealed...
Looks like hostiles over here.
Okay, that's fairly bad news if they decide to come out this window. There's a moderate chance if they move past this sidewalk, they'll reveal him. So let's go into Overwatch here. We could give him aid protocol in case they just decide to snipe. It looks like they go back inside the building. One thing you really don't want to do is... So what would be awesome is to stick a grenade under them.
Moving out.
And drop them. Like they're hot.
Understood. Moving out.
Since our counter is not ticking down, we can afford to try and ambush this squad. Also, if there's a scanner here, I want to see what that hack bonus is. Faux show.
Io ci sono.
And I would like to be able to see just around this corner. Hate to nuke someone's house. Kinda. Okay, so let's take a look at this hack. Remember, it's free to look. So we can trade concealment for, we can reduce enemy will, or we can try for a lead on alien facility. I don't really need reduced enemy will, though it would be interesting to see what that meant in terms of like pods running away.
Ricevuto, mi muovo. Affirmative, moving out.
Okay, don't know where that pod went.
Mi muovo all'istante. Massima attenzione.
If they drop down on me from the roof, they're totally going to see me right now.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Yet they did not. Okay, I suggest the first carrier that goes up our roof does not go far. Pretty much most of the time. You know, turrets, all sorts of awful. Also, enemies on the ground can often see the first row here.
Ci vado subito. Nemico avvistato.
Okay, that looks like the first pod we saw. Which means I feel a bit safer. Moving up
Position
here.
confirmed.
We want this nice line of sight since we're concealed. Take a look at what vision is revealed here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. It looks like, so in the black site mission, I noted that I was 1 level up, and being 1 space away from the edge didn't reveal like the 3 spaces closest. That appears to be pretty much true for all height levels. Like, we're higher up now. You might expect there to be more unrevealed area here, but there doesn't appear to be. So it seems like if you're 1 tile away from the edge of a roof, you can expect to not see 3 tiles next to the wall. Which isn't really that much. So maybe a little unintuitively, our sharpshooter is the one person we don't want on the roof just yet. He's weak and squishy. The height advantage is nice, but he's actually our most accurate dude, so if anyone's going to shoot from the ground, it should be him. But we do want him close to where he can advance onto the roof once the rest of our squad pushes forward.
Orders confirmed, moving out.
Once again, you want to ambush a pod pretty quickly, lest you just lose your concealment to some unforeseen problem, or worse, you trigger two. You end up having to trigger 2 pods because you got too deep into the map. Yeah, we're totally starting off with this shot. The chance for a crit and really serious, if not lethal damage is so good. Okay, remember to note where they can get up at you because there is a stun lancer in this crew. And the fact that there's a stun lancer really makes me want to simply
Confirmed.
save my Overwatch.
Vado in posizione.
You know what? Maybe that's what I should do. Well, it would be nice to score like really serious damage here. All we really need is a basic hit to take him down. And he'll be doing non-lethal stuff. So we're going to... and we do have Long Watch. If we didn't, then we would have to take the shot because his Overwatch might not trigger. And then we're going to take a shot with her because she's the most defensive with that blast padding. If anyone has to tank a hit from the Stun Lancer, it should probably be her. We're going to take a shot on this guy because the Stun Lancer actually concerns us more. So we want to make sure we can kill it with a grenade or something.
We're visible here.
Since the sniper can't see the Stun Lancer, we're pretty sure that the sniper is going to take a shot on the sectoid. And the shot's going to be really good because we're breaking concealment, which gives us an 88% chance to hit. And there's really no point in one-shotting the sectoid since they're generally the less deadly. I am a little concerned about not killing the Stun Lancer. I forgot she had already moved this turn. Let's just be certain and drop a grenade. If we can hit both of them. That's fine.
Giù la testa!
Remember that if you kill an enemy when there's a sectoid around, you really up the chance that they'll reanimate a zombie because they really like to do that. And that's actually fairly beneficial for you.
Mi muovo.
As that's kind of the least useful thing they can do. 58% chance to not have to worry about it at all. I'll take it. I'm really not worried about it overwatching or even flanking me. That doesn't appear to be their jam. Though it will have a flank shot. Or no, it won't. The panic is really obnoxious. The worst thing that can happen is we reveal another pod with whatever stupid action she takes. Or she could flank it and blow it away.
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed access point.
Okay, we can see it, but we've only engaged one pod, which I find a little, makes me a little uncomfortable. Here, we can easily move and pistol shoot the sectoid. Very efficient for our sniper to do so because it uses none of our ammo and positions us a little more forward.
All right, I'll go.
Stop complaining. We have lightning hands, but with an 80% chance to hit, I don't really want to use it, especially because I expect the shit to kind of go down here. I wish it would give us a target indicator as to whether we can hack that thing from here. So let's save our lightning hands.
Happy now?
Happy now? Yes, happy. Okay, thankfully that ensures our panic is removed. First off, let's see if we can hack from here. That would be awesome. Alright, that not being the case, let's see if we can hack from here. We can expect some serious drop-ins. I don't know where they'll be dropping in from, but I'm pretty sure they will. We do kind of have this side of the map locked down, so I don't mind being exposed to this side.
Eseguo.
Okay, we don't want to blow up these civilians just for a hack. When you do have to hack something, remember to send in your specialist. But of course, our specialist is our defensive
If you say so.
master. Okay, we want to keep the moves short. Because right now we're repositioning. We could blow this up, damn the civilian lives, and go for it. Getting into this part of the house might actually be tough without blowing the roof off. So if those are civilians, okay, so let's look at how to get into this room. We have to go up the stairs, or climb up this side of the building, or climb up here, best in there. That is a lot of our time. What would be best, fortunately we can hop in this window if we must. What would be best is probably climb up this pipe and drop down somewhere. So I actually want to blow up the roof, or peel the roof off over here and hack. Since we have plenty of time, and saving the civilians is a good idea, this is probably what we want to do, something like that. And if we're going to blow the roof off like that, and we're going to hack, we need him up. Let's move the sniper to this position. Since it's one tile away from the edge of the roof, like everywhere, or it's two from here, that gives him a pretty decent view of everything. This character, of course, we can reposition, unlike the sniper, pretty readily. Proceed cautiously when you have the time. Okay, reinforcements. And I wouldn't be surprised, I'm sure there are still enemies on the map.
I'm trusting you here. Mi muovo verso le coordinate. Contatto visivo con truppe altre.
Yeah, that's no good. Nothing. Okay, unfortunately our Overwatch is going to be sketchy. Okay, it may indeed be lightning hands time. We had the time to simply ambush this pod and then move in, but I'm trying not to give in to the temptation to just use tons of... Okay, this guy, lightning hands is going to do for him, I believe. Can we see him from here? No. This should give us the... There is nowhere good to be. But we're gonna trust. We're gonna trust in our lightning hands. With 2 shots, each potentially a kill shot. And some grenades to back us up if we somehow whiff this last shot, which is possible. We can put that one down since he's exposed to us, thankfully. I thought he was behind that cover. We'd have had to use a grenade first, but then we would have been guaranteed. Okay, this guy is where I want him. I assume this guy's going to move last, which means we'll have no Overwatch to stop him. Move in. Can he flank us from there, even if that's in the way? I would assume he can flank us, even if she goes into Overwatch. I mean, she kind of needs to hide from him at least. And as the character with most grenades, let's just push forward. Can't flank us just yet. And this means everyone else can concentrate.
Afirmativo.
Killing those guys, we could be flanked.
Ordine ricevuto.
Let's hope we can get some shots off this roof here.
Sono in allerta.
I'm really not sure, but it'll be good to know. She's 2 spaces away from the edge. Which, of course, if you consider the 3 spaces she takes up behind cover, is actually only 1 space from the edge, from her farthest point. We'll see. Okay, 3 troopers isn't the worst. Okay, good, good. Alright, we get 1 kill with the assault rifle. That's pretty good. Note that these guys would trigger all of our Overwatch before the already active guy, who's actually more dangerous since he gets to attack this round, could. Okay, we got heavy cover. That's about the best you can expect. Counter is 5. Not the worst. Could take the flank shot. We're in a good position here. Let's try and clear this up. This will make our tactical game much easier if it hits.
Adjusting aim.
Okay, our height advantaged units will be best dealing with these characters. We need a flank here. This is the only safe one. The Advent can't move quite fast enough to get in here. 91% chance, could miss. But any hit will be a kill, thanks to the cannon's minimum damage of 4. And if it had missed, well, she's got the blast padding. Like I've said, if anyone's going to take a hit, it should be her. Okay, one of the benefits Okay, remember there's only so many enemies. We're gonna we're gonna opt to leave at most one enemy standing. So we're going to destroy this guy's cover to make an easy shot. That was it. To make it an easy kill for our assault rifle wielder. Instead of trying 2 risky shots, we'll go for 1 extra safe shot. Oh, and if it kills him, then conveniently, the way this is working, this character can't actually be attacked or isn't in sight of the remaining enemy. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the AI can remember where you are for a turn or 2, just like you can for them, so I wouldn't call that cheating if possible. In the original XCOM, they like clairvoyantly knew who you were, but I was hoping he wouldn't get an attack on. Damn it. Damn it. And the roof fire, yeah, could cause serious issues, or it could open up our path to hacking somewhat conveniently. If you're going to destroy okay, that gutter is not cover. I don't know if this is flanking. Let me see. Yeah, it's definitely not flanking. This low cover is, though. So we have our choice between flanking and high cover. And height advantage with heavy cover is far and away better than exposing yourself. Sure, you don't get the crit bonus. Fuck us. That whole pod was still in here. Okay, this guy's in a safe-ish position. He's got 1 sniper round left. It's got this dude's name on it.
Okay, so I got one.
Okay, we definitely need some grenades. With a good grenade, we can actually drop these guys through the floor, which will kill the trooper and seriously wound that one. The question is, I don't think we can get the grenade through that window. You can blow up the roof from below. Optimally, we want the grenade right here. So our best shot's probably from here. I don't think we can make it. You know, maybe we can. Probably this is the cover we want. We can at least drop the sectoid. No dice.
I'm on it.
In that case, Overwatch. Let's see where we want this character to go. We're way too close to have many safe options. But if we stick close to the walls, he shouldn't be able to shoot at us, and he'll have to shoot the blast padding or our other characters. Our sniper won't take shots because the Advent Trooper's, I think, too far away. This is an interesting position, but dangerous if he drops down into this cover. Generally they won't. Yeah, we're just gonna go with here. Okay, we're gonna try and hide from everyone down here and get close to the objective. This will end our turn. If we decide to hack it, I'm not sure if looking at it will cost us an action. But now's not the time to find out. Okay, aid protocol is off. We're actually going to use smoke on ourselves here. Because we don't want to take a hit. I would love to use it on our nearby person. Okay. Okay, that worked out. Sectoid dashed.
Menace 1-5. The Advent network is almost entirely locked down. We're running out of time.
Please, 3 turns, bro. 3 turns. Okay, definitely time for a grenade. There's no Overwatch stopping us. This heavy cover will do. The trooper's really positioned himself where he can't get around us. And the sectoid, right, tends to use attacks that don't involve cover at all. I don't believe you, game. There's a way. This roof. Well, maybe we can destroy his cover.
Frag out.
And drop the sectoid. Dropping the sectoid is kind of higher priority. It's all nice to have. Yeah, sucks, doesn't it? So that sets us up to use our pistol to finish off the sectoid. We'll get lightning hands next turn, so let's just go pistol crazy here. Nope. There's a chance to do 2 damage, but if there's also a chance to do 3 base, and then of course the crit makes it quite likely. So floor removal does not kill outright. Richard Poole says, with floor removals killing outright, wouldn't that make Grenadiers with demolition ability really powerful in scenarios with lots of buildings? If you mean demolition, the one that destroys cover, I'm not totally sure that destroys the floor. If it does, I wouldn't be surprised if it destroys floors. It looks to me, if I were looking at it, I would think it does kind of like grenade terrain damage in an area. So it probably would destroy floors, but it doesn't kill outright to drop someone. It does like 3 to 4 damage no matter the height you drop from. Yeah, for our people, if we're hit by an AoE, except for this person with blast padding, we die. You need upgraded armor to survive, but like a rookie is certain to die if they take damage and fall. Because falling, it does about as much damage as a grenade when you fall. So 3 to 4 damage. So a 4 health rookie can die instantly from any fall. A 5 health squatty could potentially survive a fall. Could definitely survive a fall. But if they take a grenade hit and that's what drops them, then they're already 3 health down and they're certain to die. So with higher health, also armor reduces fall damage, I've noticed. So mutons that I've dropped with a grenade have taken a total of like 3 damage from the fall and the grenade put together. Of course, they lost an armor pip for that. But armor and... yeah, it's nice against low-level enemies, but it's not very much damage. So, it is powerful. It does insta-kill turrets. If you blow the floor out from an elevated turret, it will instantly die despite having oodles of armor. So that is really, really good to know. But it's not totally overpowered. Here, she's already got an upgrade. Our specialist is wounded, so I'm a little tempted to not put. So we can make the hack and then take the shot, and then of course she's super close. If we miss, she can almost certainly finish it off. This hack, actually this hack will end our turn. I forgot, objective hacks do end the turn. I just talked about that. Yeah, no problem. The dropping mechanics are something you really need to understand. Avenger scanning times reduced by 50% for 4 weeks. Hacking skill permanently increased by 20. You just want to go for this as often as possible because despite the low chance, I think getting this on one soldier is going to make a huge difference. Here, Avenger scanning times reduced by... that could get you a significant amount of intel. Think about what you can get for this. Intel, faster build times, or faster heals. Or is this all... oh, holy crap. Is that all scanning times? Whoa. Okay, I'm really torn. Obviously, I would love to have 20 extra hack. But scan times can net us... rookies. Remember, the dark event we're not canceling is recruitment costs go up by 100%. Double, that is. Also, 4 weeks of increased scan time could... wow, the implications of this are pretty serious. So let's think about this for a second. Avenger scanning time reduced by 50%. So what do you scan? You can scan at headquarters all the time. There are things that pop up that let you scan. This can make your resource gathering incredibly efficient. It can also make building the radio stations efficient. It can make scanning at headquarters, of course, more efficient, so you can rack up a bunch of intel. It will make your supply drop, at least one supply drop, more efficient. 4 weeks is 28 days, so yeah, you're only going to get one supply drop in that time. But it can let you pick up everything on the map, and basically... especially if there's a surplus of things for you to do, like we actually have quite a few things to scan on the map. This looks really good. Our 23% chance at a awesome bonus isn't as good as a 47% chance at a also awesome bonus. So unfortunately, we're going to go with this temporary but awesome bonus over this permanent but unlikely awesome bonus. Go, baby, go. Oh, we could have had it all. We could have had it all. But I think this bonus is actually better in our circumstances. On an easier game where you can expect to actually, you know, like, I think where you can grab everything, I would probably go for the 20 hack every time. Yeah. That's why. Okay, one thing we really don't want to be is... oh, propane tanks. Flanked. He's really unlikely to move behind her. Think about it like this. The Advent will probably never move to a position where they are flanked by your soldiers. That actually means he could move here. Of course, we do plan to kill him, right? Of course we do. But I think that's it.
Status confirmed.
It does seem like you get about 1 drop per mission.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
I really want to see what these scan times are, and it would be great if we got a promotion up from Sergeant, because that'll unlock some cool stuff we can spend our supplies on. Yeah, when you reach Sergeant rank, that's when you get sweet customization options, like cigarettes. Yeah, so think about all the things you can do on the strategic map. For 4 weeks, all of those things are going to be faster for us. While I would say the hacking bonus is one of the best possible bonuses you can ever get from a hack. I think that I need to see how this mechanic works, the 50% scanning speed, because it could actually be like one of the most powerful bonuses in the
I
game.
expected something of a learning curve for our new recruits, but they've done a remarkable job, Commander.
Okay, excellent promotions all around, except for Lazaro, which is, well, he's going to be out of combat for a while. All right, awesome. We've reached a new height of sharpshooter ability. We have a choice between Death from Above and Quick Draw. So Death from Above from the sniper tree says, killing an enemy at a lower elevation with your sniper rifle costs only a single action and does not end your turn. Remember that the sniper rifle requires 2 actions to shoot, so it doesn't give you an extra shot, but it does give you an extra, and it's extra action, which means you could shoot your pistol, you could move, you could reload your sniper rifle, you could throw a grenade, you could use some item you have that isn't a grenade. Yeah, it's very flexible. I would say there are definite moments in the game, like when you reach a new weapon tech level for your sniper rifle. Remember that the snipers and cannon weapons are not included in the initial research of mag weapons, and that's probably true for all weapon tech levels. There's some points in the game where you're way more likely to be able to one-shot enemies, and this is awesome. Like currently, ballistic tech, minimum 4 damage is enough to one-shot Advent troopers. But also remember that you may be shooting at things to weaken them with your sniper instead of finishing them off. So this is good, but it's not great. Quick Draw, on the other hand, firing your pistol with your first action no longer ends your turn. So the pistol version is the same bonus. Here we're looking at use your first action and still have an action. The thing with the Quick Draw bonus is it's not contingent on killing anyone, which is great. And it means you can fire your pistol twice all the time. And with Lightning Hands, it means you can actually fire your pistol 3 times in a turn, and then twice every other turn. And of course, the pistol doesn't use ammo. You can even fire your pistol and then, reload your sniper rifle or whatever. But you can do that anyway. I would say Quick Draw is hands down the best if you want a versatile sniper. If you're going pure long distance sniper, which probably means, then sure, Death from Above is great. Quick Draw gives you no benefit if you can't actually shoot things with your pistol. But as much as you have to rush, and as crappy as it is when your sniper rifle is useless or you've been flanked and you have to move, I think Quick Draw adds some much needed versatility, just like Lightning Hands, to your kit to allow you to fight at medium to close range just as well as you fight at long range. So with this, I feel like the sharpshooter is actually now rounded out to fight at all ranges, and isn't a bad soldier to have anywhere on the map. Okay, our choices are Blast Padding or Shredder. We're about to hit mag weapons, but it'll still be some turns before we research the cannon mag weapons. Kind of torn. let's go with... I wonder how long it takes to respec a soldier. It's probably 10 days. Let's keep up the trend of taking blast padding on our baby soldiers to ensure that they survive. And maybe I can just start respecing my other one. Oh ho ho ho. Okay, so this is awesome. Our next choice for the Grenadier at the Lieutenant rank, Lieutenant Captain, Major, Colonel, okay. Heavy Ordnance, the grenade in your grenade-only slot gains a bonus use. That works for support grenades as well as deadly grenades, so extra smoke grenades, whatever. And so you just get one extra charge of whatever grenade you put in your grenade-only slot. And hollow targeting. I would be interested to know if you get double the bonus slots. Like if you put a battle scanner in there, do you get 4? Because that would be kind of cool. Hollow targeting, I think, is much better. Sure, extra grenades are good, and you can focus really heavily into grenades with the Grenadier. But the thing about grenades is they don't scale quite as well as your own personal weapons do. And hollow targeting is amazing. It increases, everyone who shoots at a target gains 15 extra aim against it. It lets you suppress someone in heavy cover and just take pot shots. It lets you guarantee way more shots between, and it's whether you miss or hit, it doesn't matter, just firing at them. And plus it's anytime it doesn't work with the area of effect skills that you can get later with the cannons, but it does work with any single target attacks. I'm curious to see if it works with... There's a particular attack that, like in a cone, you attack each enemy, and I'm not sure if it counts for that, but I think hollow targeting is superior, does work with suppression, and single target attacks. It seems to work with Overwatch. Hollow targeting does not last into your next turn. I'm not sure about the Overwatch version of it, though. But hollow targeting is just fantastic, especially for training up rookies. Okay, we pick up a hair trigger and a stock. We are hoping to like stock up on Illyrium cores.
The limited resources available to you, Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations.
Okay, now we are looking good for supplies. First thing I'm gonna do is get that squad size. And it's super cheap. I should have got this immediately. Wet work would be good. Integrated warfare, PCS bonuses are better. We don't have any of those so far. Vengeance, if a squad mate dies or is critically wounded, gain random tactical bonuses for 2 turns. I assume the tactical bonuses are basically what you can get from hacking. So some pretty good stuff in there, like increased dodge or going into concealment. I don't know. Wet work, really important, but we're doing okay on soldiers. We've got 2 light wounds and some training. We've got some serious soldiers ready to go. So what I want to focus on now is getting our facilities up and running. Buying another engineer back at base would be really good. Here I wanted to build a lab. Didn't I? I need a power relay. Okay, we have to get more engineers. So we're gonna go buy an engineer back at base if one is available to us.
Like most people, I wanted to believe that the aliens were legit.
I am going to finish up this recording once I wrap up the debrief, but I'll be recording another episode immediately after it. So like, we'll be doing another combat mission within the next 20 minutes, I pretty much guarantee. So do stick around for the next mission, which will be available pretty shortly after, probably only 5 to 10 minutes after I turn this one off. I'll be turning it back on and doing another.
This Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so
Richard,
far,
where do you
its
live?
true
I put your
scope
character in the
is
character
far
pool,
greater.
and I made you Canadian
This
because I
project is being
figured, you know
directed
what,
from
no
the
one
very
actually
top of
hates
Advent.
Canadians.
From a
They're
source I
awesome.
am
They're pretty
still
attractive
unable to
people.
determine.
So,
All attempts
you
to
know,
uncover its
like,
identity
your character's in
have
there.
met
Your
with
toad's
failure.
Canadian.
It is time to take a more direct
You can just savor
approach.
that.
Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still
But if you
disrupt it.
wanted to give me more
We
details,
must
I would totally
root out
add
these
those in
hidden
as well.
facilities with the help of local resistance cells, disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
It definitely means the end for you. If
We're
that
tracking the
last
aliens'
Avatar
progress
pip
on this Avatar
hits you,
project
you are
here.
done for. Now,
They finish what they've started.
I did
Sounds
run
like it'll be
one
the
of
end
my
for
live
all of
streams
us.
into the ground. It was a legend playthrough, and we got to the first black site mission, and I totally whiffed it and let a whole squad get rocketed while on a roof, which was an instant kill on 3 of my characters because, like I've said, low-level characters in basic armor just can't survive a rocket and a fall. And so then I was like, well, let's just play out the game until we see the lose cutscene, because I feel like I never saw the losing cutscene from XCOM until I watched it on YouTube, because when you see the game going downhill, it's still like another 5 hours till you lose if you're going to actually play it out. So you have to really specifically decide that you're going to lose the game the hard way. And it turns out the Avatar project definitely murders you instantaneously if it fills up. Now, the last pip, you have like 28 days or 30 days to, on Legend, where, you know, it would be strictest, to find a black site and assault it to get your, you know, to fight the Avatar project. So I think that last pip is actually, it's a lot more lenient at the very end. It gives you like a last-ditch bonus amount of time to deal with the Avatar project. Enough time to make even maybe 4 connections if you're really lucky. So there is some padding there at the end. Don't give up if you're close or, you know, you have a moderate chance. But if you were screwed as we were, maybe see the ending cutscene for yourself, because it was pretty good. Okay, it looks like our destruction of that first black site facility did count against the Avatar project, which I'm very grateful for, because I think that is really nice. And look at these scanning times. Oh, wow. This is insane. It's a great time to pick up everything on the map. Supply drop. Remember, this is so good. Does it list our bonus anywhere? Like how long it's gonna last? Oh, look at that. Okay, I want assorted loot more than anything. Especially if it includes, I once had one of these give me a poison grenade and Talon rounds, which was not this, it actually said grenade and ammo. But I'm hoping.
Plotting new course.
I should have purchased stuff at HQ. I meant to buy an engineer, but let's just finish this up. Okay. Unimpressive, a repeater. But still, at a 3-day cost, when everything else is cheap. Okay, I definitely want that.
Welcome, Commander.
We're just gonna go ahead and buy this guy. We should have got him 3 days sooner, but I was not paying attention well enough. We want to build a comm here. And we want to build a workshop eventually, but we want to build the comm first. And this is going to be a power relay. Do I want to double down on that, or do I want to start working away at this one? Let's start working away here. No. We want to get that power relay up first so that we can build a new facility.
Maximum power consumption reached.
So let's see, we finish this, we build a power relay. Do I want a lab or comms? We're gonna have another engineer quite soon. Let's build a lab so we can make the most out of the 2 scientists we have, and get to that better armor faster.
Avenger plotting new course.
I can't. We're scanning twice as fast. This is really awesome.
This research can only further our advantage.
Guys,
Magnetic-based weapons
this
are
is
a lot like
awesome.
the early railgun prototypes. They fire projectiles at extremely high velocity.
Mission's so good.
Commander, with the advent
Okay,
officer
mag
currently in
rifle,
cold
shard
storage,
gun,
we should
mag
perform
pistol,
the autopsy
stutter
as
mag.
soon as
This, of course, is from the SMG pack by Longwar Studios. And the SMG type weapons, like the stutter mag, reduce the range at which you can be detected. Really good for Phantom Rangers. Of course, it does less damage than a rifle, which is really bad when you think about the shotguns you could have. And it increases your mobility by 3, which is a big boost. That's like 25% mobility gain. I think the stutter mags might actually be quite good on the specialists, especially any specialists who happen to pick up the Phantom skill. That would just be a match made in heaven. And of course, we get rifle and shotgun upgrades as well as pistols. Okay, we can do instant sectoid autopsies because we've killed so many. So note for the autopsies, if you can just hold off for a while, they can become instantaneous. Not sure about the officer one.
In the time since, this new being, the product of clear genetic manipulation.
Alright, we can now build the Mind Shield. It makes you immune to panic, which is really big. Not just psionics, but also mind control and lots of other things. That's a really good one. Especially if you have a Shaken character, it's probably worth having a Mind Shield and just putting it on them to help get them through the mission without flipping out. Alien Encryption, this is from the Black Site. Advent Officer, this will get us a Proving Ground, something we desperately want. Gauss Weapons is going to give us the upgraded sniper and cannon weapons, which I may just go for. Hybrid materials, you're going to want a number of trooper corpses, I think at least 8 to go into this. That'll get you the better armor, and the better armor is really, really good. So, thoughts? Gauss weapons are going to cost us a lot of supplies, so are the armors, but the initial armor upgrade is a huge bonus, kind of like the initial.
Hey, Commander.
So we need alien alloys. That's what we need. That's why we need to clear out these spaces as fast as possible. Because of course we will receive alloys from this. 8, that's not enough. Which means we're going to need to dig here too. So yeah, definitely no point in going with the Gauss weapons. We don't have the supplies to upgrade. The cannon and sniper rifles are expensive.
Just give the word and I'll get
The
started.
Mind Shield requires 1 sectoid corpse and 45 supplies. I do think having one of these on hand is totally worth it. Okay. Okay, they cracked down on us. Alright, someone just got trained. Remember, it would be nice if there was a button there that was like, start training someone else at the Guerrilla Tactics School. Question mark? It is time to pull out the stops and get another sharpshooter. If I'm correct. Yeah. We've only got the one sharpshooter. And you do want a pretty even spread in case one of your dudes gets wounded. Supply drop in 10 days. Want to make sure we make contact before then.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Okay, we wrap that up quite quickly. Nanoscale vest gives you 1 extra health. Can't really say it's worth it. But plated armor, what it unlocks is really good. If the nanoscale vest gave you some kind of crit resistance, it would be much better. Now, our alloys are really tight, so we're skipping that. Let's go for the Advent Officer research.
The Advent officers appear to be similar, if not...
because we want to have access to the Proving Grounds sometime soon.
Necessary to remove the commander's implant. I am in...
We're gonna... This thing seems to be heading towards us. Well, I would love to have this engineer. I'm not really interested in fighting a base defense. Yeah, see, that was a little close.
Long live the resistance.
Okay, we have used up all of our contacts, but we are making the most of it. I don't know where that UFO went, but we really want this engineer. And hopefully it won't come back to the same spot. And this looks like our next operation, Operation Half-Eaten Witch, which is kind of gross and awesome. Raid the Advent Train. So supply raids, really valuable missions. This is where we can net a lot of alloys without having to assault a UFO, which presumably grants you quite a bit of alloys. So supply raids, definitely go on them. Definitely do not destroy the containers that you're not supposed to destroy. And yeah, we're going to go on this because it's not actually going to delay how fast we get our engineer, since time spent moving doesn't actually count against any of your strategic timers. So next mission, guys, supply raid, Operation Half-Eaten Witch. Obviously we're going to rock it because that's what we do these days. But I'm excited to see. There's probably going to be Vipers. I feel like we'll see new enemies. But until then, and by then I mean 10 minutes from now, farewell. Greetings, housemates, and welcome back. We are about to move in on Operation Half-Eaten Witch, which is going to be awesome. Okay, we're about to crush this because we're badasses, and our soldiers are badasses. And we desperately need the alien alloys. Trying to think if we could have got here sooner. The only way we could have got more alien alloys is by digging out. Ooh, that is what we should check. Let's check the Guerrilla Tactics School and see if there's anything we really want before we go on this mission. What works not bad, but from what I've seen, it replies it retroactively, and we do need a big stash of supplies to buy these new weapon upgrades. So, we're going to go for that. So, I mean, what we're going to do is we're just going to launch the mission. Okay, we can now bring 5 soldiers, which is awesome, and everyone is fully healed. I don't think there's going to be much to hack out here. Sharpshooter, Ranger, Specialist. Definitely want to bring our 2 small ones. If you can help it, you don't need to bring rookies because you have the Guerrilla Tactics School that can level up rookies without taking them on level. And since rookies are really, really liabilities, just never take a rookie out and just keep training them up unless you absolutely have to. Or you're going to take like a batch of rookies on a really known easy mission just to get a bunch of squaddies. If you have the time, much better to just train them up, not risk taking a rookie out because their mobility sucks, their accuracy sucks, they have absolutely no skills, and they panic. They're definitely a bad use of your very, very limited squad slots. So, looking at this, let's play it extra safe by bringing 2 specialists. Since this specialist is still a squaddie and doesn't have medical protocol. Speaking of which, let's see. Alright, we're not upgrading any weapons because we are waiting to upgrade the mag weapons instead. Okay, yeah, we don't have any grenadiers, which is weird. Since we're being a squaddie ranger, that should do. Of course, you know, was it Sarah Gardner? Really wants to get back out in the field, but versatility is more important. So yeah, so this is kind of a training run for these 2 characters, but at least we're not bringing rookies. And then these 3 characters, we're just pushing them to new heights so that we can qualify for one, because they bring a lot of power to the field, which makes us a lot safer and likely to walk out without wounds. And these are not easy missions. I would say they're safer than Retaliation missions because there's no timer. You can definitely take your time. Also a good reason to bring a Phantom Ranger because they function best when you have all the time in the world to scout around. But I would prefer to get a squaddie. I would prefer to have 2 Rangers with Phantom from this mission.
That's where we come in. Once you're on the ground, eliminate all hostile contacts and secure the area. Seize
But
any value.
yeah, you definitely want to keep pushing a couple high-level soldiers all the way up to max rank. For one, at the highest levels, once you max out one soldier in a class, you can afford the full class benefit. You can afford the class bonus from the Guerrilla Tactics School. And if you think about it, that bonus applies to all characters of that class, no matter what their rank, which is a huge improvement across the board for like 25% of your soldiers. Note that there's these explosive tanks, which you can totally use to kill aliens, but probably shouldn't. Now, how to approach these levels? We start in Concealment, which is great. The aliens are kind of clumped up around the train, of course. I would probably suggest flanking. If you have soldiers on both sides, then you can get decent shots at them. Remember that stray shots can destroy these things, so you want to be careful in what direction you're shooting at them with, and having like a sharpshooter over here. I don't think there's a way to get up on top of that. But yeah, having a sharpshooter over here and like some powerhouses over here will help ensure that we always have a good shot at the enemies, even if they're bundled up next to our really important goodies. So don't use specialists first. They're there to save your butt. I think what I'm gonna do.
That's the equipment we're after. We'll have to do our best.
Yeah, it can be tempting to blow up these things. Definitely do it if you need to, but you can bring back a massive supply of goods if you play it really safe. Whoa, this sharpshooter is fast. Does he have like... Okay, we're gonna take a double move. I mean, he is one of our higher level troops. I do really think that height advantage is great for these guys. It really opens up where they can land that grenade, and it's quite solid in terms of
Without the introduction
gas
of
pumps.
human DNA, these creatures once operating
There must
under
be a
the
Viper
guise
down
of
there.
thin men now show their true form.
Gas pumps are explosive, generally.
No reason for them to hide. The aliens don't need an infiltration
Yeah,
unit
we can
anymore.
definitely attack it. Note that you can select a unit after it's expended all of its actions just to see what it can target. And that can tell you if something is explosive or not for other units to move out and target. Like our sharpshooter could shoot that next turn, or we could move someone up. Maybe we could even shoot through this building and hit it. Very likely. It would be a good way for a rookie to start out. I told you there'd be Vipers, didn't I? We do not have a line of sight on that. The chances that if we damage them and they don't die and they move into the building are probably pretty high. But since this guy's low level, let's get him on the roof. God, that's my cactus, yo. We definitely want to safeguard this specialist, as she's got our heals. She's got haywire. Remember, these things can definitely be shot. Get an eye for what items can really save you. We're going to move right here, because if the Viper lives, the Viper's got some really, some easy, like, very accurate attacks, I guess. You definitely want to be able to finish them off, and I think Rangers are really good at that. Note that Rangers definitely deal, I think, double damage with the sword to sectoids, making the sword really good against those. Okay, our sniper probably has those baddies covered. and he's got serious pistol shot potential if the Viper comes towards us. The question then is how to reveal this pod. Note that we can no longer shoot the explosive because it's not close enough to damage anyone. I think we're going to start off by let's let the boss handle this. We'll start off trying to nail that guy. You know what? Let's move up. And let's be cautious. Move up here.
Closing on target position now.
And make sure there's not more than we want to handle going on here. Oh, here's how it's going to work. Oh, the sniper can see both. Okay. We're going to finish off someone. We're going to start off by knocking her down to easily killable, if possible. I'm not sure if they can dodge. Yeah, you can dodge. So they can really tank the damage. Whoever our soldier attempts to... Who's our Overwatch going to catch? Okay. Hollow targeting is good, but the damage is better.
I got it, right?
Yeah, you got it. It wouldn't be bad to try and finish this guy off. Our specialists can just waste their turns, unfortunately. The assault rifle is just not good enough right now to kill these things. And if I'm correct... Okay, so even if it's thin, heavy cover, you can't sword attack through it. But this is a really good chance to not use ammo and sword. And if we hadn't killed it, then it would be a great chance for our specialist, our little squatty specialist here, to move up and take a shot at it. Okay. With all the sight we have now, it's very safe to move up. Height advantage Overwatch is awesome. Okay, we can actually get up there. We'll have our ranger do the honors. Yeah, because I figured it was kind of likely to trigger a pod. %52 isn't bad, and our sharpshooter's in a pretty good spot. Once we clear out this pod, we can probably move up to here, or even the top of this building, which would make for awesomeness. We could also go into Long Watch. Yet another reason Long Watch is awesome. And if they get close enough, we can move in and pistol shoot them. Probably a really good move against this Stun Lancer. We could... Yeah, we're just going to take this shot. A coin flip to remove one of the enemies that isn't going to just rush up on us is great. We definitely want to stick to height advantage. We can stack a lot of protect. I don't think the Stun Lancer can get to anyone but our ranger, which means giving our ranger aid protocol is probably a really boss idea. Let's see, can you actually see any enemies? No. Especially because we can do this with protocol, and you can use aid protocol so often in this game. Here, you can't apply aid protocol to the same character twice. So here what we have is these characters are in effectively high cover, and our character with blast padding is the more exposed one, but also the best protected. And we've got some sick Overwatch. That they don't know about. Since they're in high cover, I feel like they're likely to rush us. If they don't, yeah. And the shotgun, I think taking an Overwatch shot is better than shooting at someone in high cover. I'm not sure. Of course, you lose your crit chance unless you're a sharpshooter.
Shot failed to connect.
We're pretty safe.
I don't feel so good.
Oh, but we got hit anyway. And the Stun Lancer could kill us if our Overwatch doesn't do the damage. Okay, good start. Whew. Okay, just what we needed, or we could have lost our Ranger there. We can heal up the Ranger next turn. Our aid protocol's off, so it's time to be really offensive here. Fuck you, Advent. It's offensive, right? We have no target, which makes it a really good time to move. But it's also pretty dangerous for him to move on his own. That was your promotion. Joan Coleman, our squatty. She does need to earn her chops. Note this does not end our turn. Remember to keep an eye out for that symbol.
Healer mode.
Sploosh. C channel gives us a request to come and view him. Pretty busy recording stuff myself, but you know, if you're interested, another YouTuber out there, always good to be friendly. We could go for the slash, but we're not nearly far enough into this map to make that a safe idea. We do want to get her a promotion, but that shouldn't be too hard. This guy, if we bomb him, we're gonna force him to move. Oh, we can suppress him, right? Yeah. We're not gonna move next to explosives. I don't know how good the AI is, but I know how bad I do not want to be blown up. And it's pretty bad. Okay, we can't target him from like anywhere. Clever grill. Suppression is so good, you can actually stand out in the open and suppress them as long as there's no one else to shoot at you. If he runs, of course, you have to worry about that. But one of the beautiful things about suppression hollow targeting is you'll have plus 15% chance to aim thanks to your own hollow targeting. That it makes, if they bolt out of your suppression is more accurate. So it's so good. Okay, I don't even want to move forward with these characters. We're gonna inch towards this high ground. We can always, you know what, we're actually gonna, this is safe-ish. A Viper could really screw a lone character over. You have to be very cautious about that. We're not going to get much closer. Just take pot shots. Thank you, suppression. And if that gets her a promotion, that would be awesome. Maybe later. Okay, and a little bit of Overwatch. A little bit of reloading. Would be good. Okay. How's everyone's ammo levels? I see. Yeah, suppression does... a lot of the Grenadier things take up a lot of ammo. So we're going to... we're going to have to get off this roof, pretty sure.
Ready to go.
We're going to move over. Everyone who hasn't reloaded yet is going to reload. It's nice to reload in, like, phases. You want to be extra cautious so that some people can overwatch at all times and some people can reload.
It is clear.
Back online.
When and how you reload is going to be the mark of a skilled XCOM commander for sure. We're going to reload. Be extra cautious with the pistol overwatch. And we'll reload here.
It's killing time.
It'd be great if we could get an bead on enemies. This covers crap.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Is it clear?
Pretty likely to activate a squad by moving up here. I get 50-50. But the beauty of it is if we don't, now that we're somewhat prepared for this, we're going to be awesome. Remember, you don't want enemies or yourself firing with this thing in the background. So do try and be a little extra cautious. Maybe that thing in the background is also dangerous now that I think about it. Of course, we take reduced damage from explosives.
If you say so.
We don't want to be too aggressive on this side. Everyone just got into great positions. And we have an infinite timer, so let's not make foolish mistakes. I'd love to post up some Overwatch here, as that covers the whole train that we can see. And we're going to advance this character as well.
What's over there?
By advance, I mean we're kind of concentrating our forces. Okay. That was nice and without incident. We want to feel safer. Ooh, that is good.
Okay, I'll go.
Really good cover here. Okay, we see an explosive barrel. I assume there are enemies next to it if we can shoot it. Remember, that's how it works. So that's actually a giveaway that there are enemies there. Which means that I would actually like to be right up here, as we will still have Overwatch. What are you doing, Gremlin? What were you doing out there? Just taking a peek? I'm kind of confused. Ambush or extra safety on supplies. Let's all go into Overwatch. Don't want to move forward just yet.
Got it covered.
Overwatch.
Okay. I think we want that.
Moving to designated
Before we move up.
coordinates. Understood. Moving out.
Okay. Nothing is fine. I don't have a problem with nothing.
What's over there? Affirmative. Covering now.
This one with the grenade, we are going to advance. We have all the time in the world.
I'm going.
Scoot her over, just her chance of having a target. Okay, so 3 supply things. I'm not sure how many more there are. Once again, I think advancing under Long Watch is great because then we get some enemies without cover shots. You don't get to pick who you hit, but yeah, like I thought, there were enemies next to that explosive, and that's why we could target it, so that was a nice tell. We get a shot on someone. They picked the hardest target, but ooh, that was great. That was great. Okay, we are in a perfect position to wipe the floor with these guys. Looks like you chose poorly.
Take this.
Okay, killing the snake's great. I don't know if the snake can dodge or can be grazed. I don't think grenades can be grazed since they don't actually. Yeah, we do want to get that level up. Let's take this shot. Yeah, see, that's why you don't want your valuables in the background. We're gonna use aid on Jane. And we're just gonna move to better cover here. Overwatch. Overwatch. You saw how Long Watch paid off for us there. Oh, come on. Now, you can target our sniper. Choose not to. Good. We did. It looks like we kind of risked one of our supply things. Sadly, we take damage. Thankfully, it's our lesser specialist who panics, but we do have a heal ready for him. Like a boss, he decides to attack. I mean, that's pretty cool. Now, note that it would be awesome if that, like, destroyed a pod. 2 wounds is painful for us, but it's on both the squatties, which isn't so bad.
There won't be anything left for us to recover once the area is secure.
Was there a supply crate on that? I guess I can't tell. Okay, we have a 66% chance, which is a 34% chance to miss, but if we apply holo targeting and suppression to this guy, it turns into, like, that halves our chance to miss, which is pretty darn good. We're gonna put a Gremlin heal on this guy,
Go heal him.
so that he is not within sudden death range. Gremlin party. Gremlin splooge. And then she'll be fine on Overwatch. That's all we got here. This guy, Jones' accuracy of 68 plus 20 for the sword, 88% chance to hit with the sword. Keep that in mind. 71% here, but of course, then we have to run our Overwatch. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna suppress this target.
Sit down.
We're going to take our shotgun shot. And if it had missed, we would take a sniper shot here and kill this guy, because the suppressed Advent Trooper is pretty worthless since they have absolutely no ability. You do really want to check who you're targeting, not the barrel that has your supply crates. But yeah, while suppressed, the Advent Trooper is perhaps the best suppression target, as they will instantly, your reaction fire will instantly kill them if you hit.
One down, thousands to go.
In the early stage of the game.
Confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure.
All right, we saved at least 4 supply crates. We killed 8 enemies of 9. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't count Overwatch shots or something weird. Let's hope that Joan got what she was looking for, a promotion in exchange. Ooh. Power relay facilities provide a +10 increase to power capacity when built on top of a power coil. So, once you dig down deep enough and expose some of those power coils, you can make some serious gains with your power supply. So we should carefully note where the power coils are. It would be a shame if there's one where we want to build a workshop, but it would be awesome if there's one adjacent to where we want to build a workshop, because then we can staff it with gremlins for power. Okay, give me the goods, because you get a lot from these. 2 gravely wounded squatties. I very much favor medical protocol. A stock can replace combat protocol, I believe. The combat protocol is not bad at all. And then you know I love Phantom. And I shun Blade Master. Shun. Okay, we get a new lieutenant. We have our choice between field medic and scanning protocol. I think field medic is absolutely better than scanning protocol on the harder difficulties, because you're just likely to get hit so much. Medikits help you fight the RNG so much better than having the ability to... this is, I think, a free action scan of the area that increases the specialist sight radius substantially for the turn and reveals hidden or disguised enemies. Having one specialist with scanning protocol can really help on the retaliation missions. But I think over the course of the game, Field Medic is going to pay major dividends over scanning protocol. My suggestion would be sometime in the later early game to pick up scanning protocol on someone, or if you're lucky enough to get it through the Advanced Warfare Center, that would be amazing. Although it does require a gremlin, which makes it unlikely that it's available there. All right, we get an assload of stuff. A repeater, 2 Viper corpses, 5 trooper corpses, 1 stun lancer, 51 alloys, exactly what we needed to upgrade to mag weapons, 16 Illyrium crystals, 3 Illyrium cores, that's a ton, and 103 supplies. We can autopsy Vipers later. So now
for you, Commander.
We can build all these goodies. 271 we can afford. It's 200 for the mag rifle and the shard gun. The stutter mag also kind of expensive. And we really want to get to that basic armor upgrade. So we want to save some alloys. However, these guys are awesome. The pistols, sure, this would be great for one of our characters, and it would be okay for another one of our characters, but not so interested. Nanoscale vest, 30 supplies. Can be worn with all armors to increase health. Not very useful until you have multiple pockets.
We have left to get this ship off the ground, and I won't let it be for nothing. She might be a little worse for wear right now, but with some new schematics and a little elbow grease, she'll be the toughest thing in the sky.
That sounds awesome. All right, so we're low on supplies. We'd love to get more.
Isn't bad considering, but sometimes I do miss that damn sweater.
The Advanced Warfare Center, we're still being patient about. right, black market. Lots of goodies available at the black market. We want the engineer the most. The rookies are nice, but we're not out of rookies to train up just yet. However, once we start training rookies, oh, this scanning bonus is so good.
I take it this was easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the
good number of people watching. Feel free to check in. I stream pretty dependably in the middle of the day on the east coast of the U.S. So probably between 10 and 2 o'clock Eastern time.
What kind of differences?
This is a plotful playthrough. I am going to be skipping a couple cutscenes I've seen a couple times at the beginning of the game.
Or at least the tactical information
But I will try and let everything play.
As you can see,
and you can, of course, see the videos whenever you want on my channel. I have a playlist
the Advent data shows signs of decay.
That I need to change the name to
has likely caused significant
Let's
damage.
Win XCOM 2 Iron Man.
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic
But
network.
if you're enjoying the
These
video,
implants
please
are
like,
capable of
and
receiving
if you
and
want to catch
transmitting
me while I'm
information,
streaming,
a great deal of
or
information,
know when the streaming
somehow
videos come
encoded
out,
in a
feel
stream
free
of
to
psionic
subscribe.
energy. My working theory.
My channel does
Advent
focus
uses
on
this network
strategic
to
and
augment the
tactical
tactical
mastery.
readiness of its troops,
I can't
as
claim to
well
have
as
it
disseminate
on this
orders
game
from
since I
its
don't
central
know
command.
absolutely everything about XCOM 2 yet, but I can tell you I'm a quick learner, and soon we'll be crushing legendary difficulty, but I think I need to play all the way through the game once before I can guarantee my legendary playthrough will do anything but end in failure at some of the nasty surprises. Because Legend is uber brutal.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking.
Also, if you're interested in being a character in my character pool, feel free to throw that in the chat. If I don't notice it immediately, then I will check at the end of each video. And you could show up as early as the next video. Okay, so we have discovered that the Advent are disseminating our massive tactical skills into their Advent troops. And something beautiful has been given to us. The Proving Ground facility is available. For the cheap cost of this research, the Proving Ground is an awesome facility. Where to squeeze it in is up to you. Not my problem. Or technically, it's exactly my problem right now. The Skulljack project can be completed using the Proving Ground. It's not too hard. And the Skulljack is one of the few items that can increase your hack skill, but you have to upgrade it for that. Still, anything that increases your hack skill actually gives you better chances at, you guessed it, increasing your hack skill again permanently. So you kind of want to rush for the Skulljack. It is kind of dangerous. It does increase the plot. It lets you hack an Advent's officer, which is nice because it kind of turns them into little mini treasure chests. I assume you can get some other bonuses from hacking them. So I don't know. Hacking is so good. If you have a master hacker on hand, then you're going to be able to trigger some really, really powerful bonuses for like the whole squad from lampposts, for goodness sake. I don't know what more you could ask for. So real high priority here. The Proving Ground, also great priority, as it will provide you with special armor, weapons, and ammo, which is so key.
We're going to need a specialized facility to test it out.
15 days. Can we survive on our crappy old weapons? I am using a mod that lets me use my rifles. Use rifles instead of cannons and sniper. I can use assault rifles on those classes. It's just a small mod that came out like day one. But since it's useful in these situations where you're like, you know what, we have the next tier up of assault rifles, so I should bring those. But we really want to get a move on plated armor.
Begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
It does suck away some of our valuable alien alloys, but I'm tired of my soldiers being really, really dead. Oh, nice. Irene Koffenstein, the engineer, was located. Welcome aboard. This is one of my characters from the character pool. And we are going to assign her to clearing this machinery as soon as possible. We not only need the alloys and the supplies to take advantage of our upgraded weapons and our upgraded think about it, what is it? Oh, and our new armor coming out, but
Avenger plotting new course.
we need that space so we can build the proving ground. All right. Oh man, the scanning fast is awesome. So they want your Advent Trooper corpses. You do need to, don't go overboard on selling these. I made that mistake because you need those for the armor research and to produce the armor once you've researched it. Russian Gauss weapons for 40 intel, not bad. Corporal for 90 intel. If we weren't really rocking it so hard, that would be awesome. PCS, I don't know. You might trade for an AIM PCS. I think those are really, really valuable on the characters they're good for. Sharpshooters especially. Otherwise, a little meh. I'm actually most tempted in the supplies and the alloys. Lyrium crystals, not yet a priority for me. And it'll tell you what they're very interested in. It's usually 3 items, and they'll pay you double. Hair trigger, 5% chance. I will gladly sell these. The stock. I have now. Don't get me wrong. I had an advanced hair trigger on a sniper, and it was triggering like 2 to 3 times a mission, which was ridiculously often for a 10% chance. Like it was amazing. Still, hair trigger is probably the least reliable of. Repeater, probably the least reliable. Hair trigger, I think is one of the worst of these here. You just can't rely on it. It is nice when it happens, but I would not consider the base hair trigger to be anything, but I don't have anything else to do with this. And selling them for double price is definitely awesome. The stock, if you miss, you still deal 1 damage to the target. At this point in the game, it is pretty often that we see an enemy reduced to 1 health. But 1 damage really isn't that much. And very soon, when they upgrade their armor, that 1 damage is going to go really downhill. So I will happily sell that for more supplies to buy better weapons. The advanced stock, the 2 health one, and I assume there's a 3 health stock. Or 3 damage stock, those are really good. But 1 damage, no. If I can trade it for this, I totally will. The trooper corpses, I know you need at least 8 on this difficulty. I would be willing to trade 5. Keep a dozen on hand. But then again, we can always come back for free. Since there is no travel time, coming back here and selling these things costs you no time at all. So, you know, save it till you need to sell it. Keep them. Okay, that brings us up to 175 supplies. I do feel like 100 supplies for 30 is pretty darn good. Especially because, let's look at what we can do with our intel. Intel is kind of hard to come by. Let's take a look in research here.
Our research is progressing as expected, Commander.
Okay, we don't have much way to get more intel. We did spend psionics. We may not even need we're gonna skip the lab for a while. because our research times are really, really fast. The lab is absolutely necessary in Legend difficulty, however, but it's a really tough call because so many things are good. Buying corporals is really nice. Not a bad idea. Alien alloys. The armor could be pretty alloy intensive. There's a lot of weapon stuff we want. This, like I said, we can buy it instantly when we need to. However, note that when you have a supply drop, I think it resets the market. We're going to pick up these alloys. And I'm curious to see.
Setting course for India.
Because we don't have anything else to do, right?
Commander.
We could pick up another scientist, Robert McDonald. Did we lose? Oh, we lost our chance at those rookies. That's kind of sad. So I didn't realize those things were on a timer, but I'll keep it in mind.
Hello, Commander.
What was I doing here? Yeah, so I'm not sure how long it takes, but your logistical operations do expire. What did we just finish? Oh, yes, that's what we were doing. Yeah, what do we actually need? 2 range. We have 2 of everything. I want another. Well, who's wounded? We have a wounded ranger and a specialist. I want... Oh, darn it. And who's highest level? Sharpshooter, grenadier, specialist. We have a ranger. I think grenadiers are really, really powerful, and not being able to take one on a mission would really suck. Or we could start training up our scanner specialist for those retaliation attacks. I'm thinking a shredder grenadier might be the appropriate time. Or if we have 2 grenadiers, it'll let us retrain our higher level one to have shredder instead of blast armor, which, as I said, I think is a good tactic. All right, 52 supplies, 8 alien alloys. That gives us quite a few alien alloys. Yes, we do want to start building a power relay here. We'll assign one of our engineers to it, so it happens quickly. Really? Is that what I want? Let's see. It'll take 9 days here, 6 here. No, this isn't what I want. Sorry. We'll let this proceed. 12, 9. We want to start building our proving grounds as soon as this empties out. We're saving this spot for a lab because we're going to have a workshop here. But when this finishes, we can assign someone to help speed this up, and it's just going to finish a day after this, and then we can start our proving ground in like 10 or 11 days. But getting a jump on clearing this out is actually going to be worth it, because then this will be 9 days down, and we can assign the other engineer to emptying it, and we can have our workshop that much sooner. And we'll build up our intel stock. This is a nice bonus we have now, that we can scan for intel, because
if we can establish contact with the local resistance forces in this region,
We can make a move on that facility and destroy it to set back the aliens' operation.
2 points, huh? But of course, destroying this facility will set the Avatar back 2 points. So since that's definitely my next target, I don't actually care how many points, or the more points it has, the better, actually. Now, this thing not headed towards us. I don't know if we scan twice as fast here, thanks to our scanning bonus. But I'm going to assume you don't. 142 supplies, 110 intel. We desperately need that intel. Neutralize target and advent vehicle. That's a dark VIP section. Anyone who plugs their channel on my channel is going to be made into a dark VIP. So let me write down Zeke Chanel. So that I can assassinate them for spamming in my chat. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. We're going to wrap it up. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to immediately go on this council mission. Do not skip the council missions. The council missions we found out, if we skipped, you can lose a whole territory thanks to that. So the council missions are super important. Plus, they're a great source of all things awesome. And of course, like all other things, you have 24 hours to intercept them at most. So, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. And I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Till then, farewell, my friends. Farewell.